Right. It would seem that we are live. Does YouTube say I'm live? That is the question. Those guys play nice. It looks like we are indeed live. Perfect. Go ahead and get the music going. All right. Sun is setting. Gonna try and get the Shulker Farm finished tonight. Hello there, Thomas Perry. Good to see you as always. I'm just borrowing the airship here. Get some of the materials in order. Shulker full of glass. Okay, let's see if we can consolidate some of these. Because if I can empty a shulker, yeah, I can empty this one. Emptying the shulker, I can go put it away and not have to have it in my inventory. And then please do let me know in terms of audio levels. If anything's too loud. I'm gonna turn down the music just a tad. Should be better. Nice and soft like. We got our buttons in. What are we? 3 levels up, so we need to do 3 more. Or 6 more. 2 times 3. I should probably cover the stuff I've done off camera. Made this whole base area here. And obviously the copper's been oxidizing as people have been on. Oxidizing quite nicely if I do say so myself. This whole area here is meant to be free of any blocks. Because if we have blocks inside this area, and this goes to sky limit, well really just to the top of the farm. But any blocks above it will let shulkers teleport out and then we'll have loose shulkers and that's not a fun time. No work on the house yet. Done a little bit of grinding for fueling up the smelter, etc. Done some plans for future projects. The pagoda is coming along nicely. Airship as well. It's got some engines, I assume is what those are. And then you've got a decent chunk of people on tonight. Some of them are in voice chat, but I don't want to join in and then have a bunch of weirdos join and be like, "Hey, hi YouTube." Sorry guys. If I'm going to be in a voice chat streaming, it's going to be a private voice chat. That way we can keep things nice and family friendly for YouTube. I'm just going to make sure that it's actually streaming correctly. Looks a little bit blurry. Perhaps just me. Anyways, hello there, a person. Nice to see you too. But I do plan on getting this farm up and running tonight. I have to take that song out of the queue. Oops. There's a couple of them that I had meant to take out of the queue. I'm just using the old queue I had before. Again, music is in the description. All the stuff's by Wintergatan, because I really enjoy their music. Might use some of the Railroads Online stuff at some point. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe I'll just play Minecraft music. Maybe I'll go find discs and get myself a jukebox. Congrats to Trutron Gamer, Liza Rabbit. Remember correctly, that's walking over powdered snow with leather boots. Let's see. Walk on powdered snow without sinking into it, i.e. with leather boots. Justin's well on his way to 420 deaths. It's 341 already. My goodness. Man's insane. Thank you, Edward. I also enjoy the music. Some of my favorite tunes to listen to. I mean, hey, I get to share it with all of you guys who watch. Probably going to be having some hardcore streams while Heist is out of town. So you can expect that, I don't know, sometime early in the week. I don't want to promise any dates because, you know, stuff happens. Stuff comes up, etc. Can't meet every date. I can promise we'll have at least one hardcore map stream next week. That I can promise. Maybe two, if we're lucky, and things work out the way I want them to, but eh. Having some sort of land dispute. We're gonna have to probably get some sort of system going for that. This is a Shulker Farm. You know, I could have just said this is Minecraft, but I knew what you were asking. So, I'll explain a little bit how it works as I'm placing these blocks in. Didn't pick that up for a second. So we're creating a bunch of glass tubes that Okay, backstory. So, in one of the recent updates, I believe it was 117, it might have been 118, but they added in a functionality where if shulkers shoot themselves, they have a chance to duplicate. So the way this farm works is that there's a center shulker that stays there forever. You can see him just there in between the glass texture. And he gets angry at a snow golem that's underneath him. And there's going to be some redstone circuitry up top that's currently turned off that will open a trapdoor and the shulker get angry and end up trying to shoot the snow golem, but the bullets will burn in lava. But since that shulker gets angry, any other shulker in any of these tubes will also get angry and then try to shoot the snow golem. However, there's not going to be any place for the bullets to go but back to go hit the shulker, and then you have more shulkers duplicating. And then eventually the shulkers will kill themselves because the bullets have nowhere to go but to hit the shulkers. So they'll lose health gradually and eventually die. Their shells will go into the water stream and then into the collection system. Problem is, we need the glass tubes for them to go teleport to. So that's what this is. We'll have to go inside the farm afterward to get the first shulker duplicated before it will actually run. Alright, we need last layer of 3, and then we're done with glass. I think. Don't quote me on that. Pretty sure this is the last of the glass. Just had to double check to actually have the tutorial pulled up. Tutorial for this farm is in the video description. It's designed by Rayzworks. He designs lots of really good farms. Keeps them nice and simple, easy to build. I mean, all this is some building blocks and a... You don't even have to use glass for this. I just like to use it because then you can see inside. You can technically use any kind of building block you want. So this could be just entirely cobblestone. You could probably even lava cast this. And then just go in and place the buttons afterward. I really do like the piano rendition of the Marble Machine song. It's just nice and soft. Servers dying? Ah. Everyone's connection is suffering because I'm streaming. I'm fairly sure that's literally just a me streaming issue. It's not a thing I can fix, dude. I don't know if he's watching. So it's just the same. It has to go through the same building cables to get out to the internet. So, like, it's on a separate network, technically, but it's still got to go through the same building cables to have a connection with the outside world. Which is unfortunate, but it's just the way things go. Working on possibly upgrading to a different kind of post and just getting some stuff in order. Just requires time. Oh, we're so close to done. And then we can get tons of free shulkers. And then my carpal tunnel can go away for a season. Until I have to place 1,000 more glass blocks again. For some harebrained project. I do have some ideas in mind for the next couple projects, though. That was an explosion I'm going to ignore. Okay. That was right there. Exploded the rail line. Okay. Sounded a lot closer. Oh, I'm inside the tube. Alright, let's stick the landing this time. Perfect. Ladies and gentlemen, we have witnessed a murder. Almost out of glass, but we're also almost done with the glass. So, should have enough? Question mark, maybe-ish? Hopefully. Yeah, so unfortunately I can't get any more bandwidth because this is the fastest speed they offered to my address. If I could get faster, I would have faster. I wanted faster, and they couldn't give it to me because the building literally does not support it. Because it's got cables from whenever the building was built. 200 years ago or something. Please be enough. I don't want to have to go farm more glass. That took ages. And by ages I mean was annoying enough to be bothersome. Tristan? Hang on, I gotta yell at Carl. Prove that I actually had a good thumbnail for this. What? The thumbnail's not working? Come on, YouTube, what's wrong with you? I set a nice thumbnail. I took it like 10 minutes ago. It shows on YouTube. What? Alright, we're clipping that. Alright, we'll delete that to not be cluttering. That's the word. You don't want to clutter stuff. Alright, back to chat. Have I thought about the immersive railroading mod? I have, and I decided not to. We are playing vanilla Minecraft. I don't know how immersive railroading works, and I don't care to learn another mod. You know, Tristan, you could be playing. You don't have to be boring. Alright. Let's see. 3 3/4 left. So that's all the glass. Let's take a look at the tutorial. I place the glass. Yep. And then I cover the rest in slabs. Give me captions. Yep, same height as the comparator. Come in and cap off all of them with slabs. Okay. I can do that. Tristan, I'm already done. Alright, let's see. One of these has the blocks I need, and the stone cutter is down here. Okay, there's some deep slate tile slabs. We'll get all of this made up into tile slabs. That's the wrong block. Tile slabs, tile slabs. I don't know if that's enough. We'll find out in a second. And by second, I mean however long it takes me to place all these in. Oops. Okay, I got it back. Good. I think after we do this, we place in the redstone timer, and then we can officially turn the farm on. No, we still have to get the shulker out. Forgot about that. We gotta duplicate it at least once. That's what the health potion's for, is we're gonna toss it on him to make sure he's not gonna be taking damage. Because if he's below half health, he has the shulker has a chance of teleporting away. If it's not below half health, then it won't teleport away. Oops. So we want it to get lower in health, but only enough to duplicate. Yeah. Shut up, Tristan. I don't have to read chat consistently. Tunnel code bad, redo. You're redoing it, or you want me to redo it? Because if that's your excuse for not playing, then that's acceptable. We do want tunnels. And once I get these capped off, I wonder, yeah, it's gonna be redstone first, and then shulker, then water. You know what? I do too read chat. Play nice. It's just when I'm focused, I can't be focused on chat, or I'm just gonna, like, jump into lava randomly. Yeah, I had nowhere near enough slabs. I need another 3 or 4 stacks. Alright. I'm ignoring you. Twitchy here, I have to talk to about plugins later. And properly running stuff such that it won't mess up my TNT duplicating fun. I am not going to try a Malfoy impression. That sounds too hard. Too easy to mess up and then get laughed at on the internet because it'll be there for all of eternity. I haven't seen the Harry Potter movies in ages. I don't know if I've even watched all of them. I know I've seen at least the first 3. Oh. And just like that, for not paying attention, I fell in one of the tubes. See, this is why I skip out on reading chat, because I'm focused. Oh, Tristan rather see me fall into lava. Alright. I see how it is. Hopefully we'll get tunnels working. That is the idea. Would be really nice. I don't know if I'd use them though, personally. I kind of like the challenge of trying to get into places without them. Like, it wasn't something I thought I'd like, but then having played the game through a couple times, it's pretty fun, actually. Especially just seeing how different people approach the same problem. Alright. Whatever, Tristan. Okay, back to tutorial. We're doing 5 and 5 on the comparators. Redstone time. So I'll need all of this. Don't think I'll need the torch. Am I missing a comparator? I am missing a comparator, and I do need the torch. Great. Well, let's see. The torch comes off this end, and then there's a repeater set at 4 ticks. I need one more comparator. Don't think I have any. There's some quartz. I just thought I saw. Okay, well, we'll grab the stone anyways. Need quartz and sticks. Seem to be fresh out of quartz. Somebody must have come and lifted it. Oh, I can get the sticks from that. I have quartz in here. Oh, I'm gonna have to go get some. Ah, yes. Spicy hot sauce, as lava is also known. I want easy quartz. There we go. I am using the fortune one. Just gonna ignore that skeleton. Now we're gonna kill him. Beefy took 2 shots. UE4 is not a matter of... Like, to learn UE4, it's just a matter of learning the classes, dude. Danger water. Something like that. Alright. Sticks. There's that comparator. Head back. Let's see. So we're gonna do 4 full tick repeaters and then 1 at 1. And that goes into the other bit of soul sand. And I think the rest gets dusted. Dust, dust, dust. Okay. There we go. And then we put slabs around that. Okay. Tell you what, Tristan, what am I explaining? Probably do this out of copper, but eh. Alright, let's see. Because I want to get the shulker out, I think, before I put water in. Otherwise it's going to be annoying. Excuse me. Ugh. Yeah, redstone, redstone. Come on, tutorial. Give me how to get the shulker out. Where's the... starting the farm? Alright, should I bother using a spline with fixed length segments, then spawning and despawning it just to get the final length adjustment for the end cap? Should I use a collision mask at half the raycast distance, then scaled along the segment ratio at runtime to determine final end cap location? So your final length adjustment for the end cap, collision mask, half the raycast distance, scaled along the segment ratio. Are you trying to scale each segment, like of the bridge segment, or not bridge, tunnel segment? Like, are you trying to scale the tunnel walls to different sizes? I'm confused at what you're trying to tell me. Because brain is confused. In my head, the way you'd figure out the tunnel end cap is that you just... How do I explain this? Justin has discovered the floor was lava. Nice. This would be a good spot to do it, I think. Go down this tube. Because Tristan, Brain says that you're being confusing about it. Length adjustment. Okay, so you're trying to get the end segment to... You're trying to calculate the amount of middle segments to place before placing the end cap, is what you're saying, yes? And you're trying to decide if it's better to have fixed length segments and then just checking a collision mesh versus scaling something ratio. I don't get the difference of what you're saying there. Let's see. We can delete this and this because he won't see me, but we don't want that one to get deleted. Just that one. Okay. And then we can turn this on. Pop down. And as soon as that runs out, it should start working. Or no, we want that to stay on. Okay. I was incorrect. I lied. We're putting water down first because I done is stupid. We're supposed to put the water down first. That is entirely correct. I feel slightly dumb now. Get more buckets. There we go. Do I have any more buckets in here? Unless I had buckets in one of these that I forgot about. Oh, no buckets, but I do have ice. Ice is good. I'll use the ice. And then I'll need that in a second too. Get water in this. Okay, so we're gonna go. I think it's here? No. 3, 4, 5, it's here. Okay. The trick is to not place any water on slabs. Because if you place water on the slabs, then it will go down into the thing. No! Why? Why would that be a thing? Do I need to use stairs? I'm gonna go get stairs. At least the stairs won't flow out like stupid thing that just did. I only need a few. Let's see if this helps. Much better. I don't care if the water wants to flow into this stuff. It really shouldn't have, because oh! Forgot about that. So we'll put this one like that. Alright, we'll see what happens with that then. Casually ignoring chat. Oops. Right, Tristan's thing with tunnels. I would have assumed that you were just doing it in a sense of taking the segments and just calculating where the end of the, like where it collided with the terrain the earliest. So like if you take the collision at the bottom of the, if you take the longest distance, not the longest distance, the bottom one. So like the bottom of the collision box, and then measure the distance between that and evenly split it, and then place in the 2 tunnel portals, I would imagine that that would work better. Now there's water in this again. It's so weird. Just block it off for now. Button it up. Get some water. Ah. does this stuff have to be so difficult? Because you don't want the shulkers spawning or teleporting outside of their box. It's a big bad. I think one of these was the one that's got the open area. Yeah, it's this one over here. So we'll just keep that like that for now. Got these shulkers. Oh, I guess I have to put some stuff away. Let's see, what don't we need? I don't understand the raycasting part, yeah. I can join PC. Okay. So explain the raycasting bit, because that's the bit I don't understand.
Oh, okay. It's understandable.
Because you're doing weird half something with something else, etc.
Yeah. Yeah, so a raycast gives you a hit output, exactly where it hit something. And so what you have to do is you have to raycast through the landscape, get the first hit into the landscape, then get the second hit when it hits the other end of the landscape. Then the way you set length in Unreal Engine is you set a scale. So you need to set it at the origin of your object, at the middle of your raycast line, so you can scale uniformly. And
so your
that's what I was
raycast
saying.
line is essentially the distance between the exit and entry.
Exactly. You get 2 points and you can get the distance between them.
And you're
You
trying
get two
to...
vectors.
Why would you be having that distance, though?
That's how you get the middle.
Well, yeah, but it doesn't... You don't need the middle.
You do, because you scale uniform. You can't set a length from, like, the corner. All the objects scale from their origin. So the origin is usually in the very center of something.
But don't you just need to divide the distance and round by the length of the tunnel segment? See, I'd imagine you take the raycast and you just divide that, like, modular by the amount of tunnel segments you can fit in it, because your tunnel segment has a fixed length, right?
Yeah, no, you're totally correct. And that's actually how the demo works right now. What I'm talking about is, and that was solution one. That's what I explained already. That's the thing I've already tried. And it works, TM.
Ish.
I was working with scalability last night, letting me just, click and place as many tunnels as I want. And occasionally the UE4 splines are weird. And it would, like, create one, but it wouldn't set it to where it belongs in the world. So I was thinking, okay, well, let's only use the spline when we actually need it. And instead, intelligently, you just use a collision box. Because you use a collision box to tell if you're obviously colliding with something, like terrain we don't want the tunnel to be able to be clipped into.
Yeah.
So a collision box scaled along the raycast would tell us A, the distance of the raycast, B, if it's a valid placement of a tunnel, and C, it would give us the portal A and portal B spawn points. Then we could just say, hey, spline, create yourself between these two exact points. Instead of using the spline first to figure out the raycast, then modular, like you said, to figure out the exact placement, what we just do is we spawn the collision box, so it only ever increments by the exact width, which is 121 centimeters. So that's the segment width.
Okay.
Anyway, just learn more Unreal Engine 4 so I can just bounce these questions off of you and wake you up at 4:30 in the morning West Coast time.
Why 4:30?
Because that's when I was working on it, and it was vexing me, so I went to bed.
Yeah, so what is the... Using the spline of fixed length segments, then spawning and despawning it to get the final length adjustment is what I explained, which is you're measuring and then modularly dividing.
Yeah, Yeah, and so that's kind of weighty because spawning a spline takes a whole bunch of operations to do, way more than just scaling something a set amount of
So
length.
it's placing in the bridge as a straight spline in that method.
It's exactly what it's doing, but it has to spawn it at the origin of the world first, and then teleport it there, and then rotate it appropriately along the vector line.
That sounds
Uh,
dumb.
yeah, well, I don't know. Complain to the people that made Unreal Engine.
Okay. I'm just getting ready here to finish this up.
Cool farm.
Shulker's in.
What is this farm?
It's a shulker box farm. So
Okay.
these little backpack things, shulker boxes that I can carry items around in, you need 2 shulker shells and a chest to make one. So I'm currently going to be conducting the first beta test of this. This is a comparator clock. I know the stream's delayed, but there's a comparator clock and then a delay on the reset of it for it to get mad, and we'll see that in a second here. That's decaying. Then that trap door opens, and now he's trying to hit the snow golem, and really it should be coming out further. There we go. Okay, you heard that noise? I mean, you'll hear it in a second. That means there's a second shulker somewhere. So now I'm gonna come back in, delete this glass. Where's the other shulker? There he is, up there. So now I'm gonna pull in again. Attempt to get out. Okay, a top slab, that slab. And we're gonna see my redstone get washed away again because water mechanics is weird. Oh, this is a nightmare. Stupid, stupid, stupid. I do not want water here, which means I have to use Flavor of Stare, and I don't know if that's actually going to work. I mean, or I could just use Soul Sand. I might just use Soul Sand.
What would be the benefit of using soul sand here?
Give me Soul Sand. The way that Soul Sand works, the shulkers can't. That is not food I was trying to eat. So the shulkers have to be against a block. You can see that one there. That's the bottom there. So he's opening downwards. The one in the center. Then the one over there is opening sideways. He's on the side of a block. With the regular full block, shulkers can teleport to the side of them, but they can't say teleport to the side of a half slab or the top side of a top half or top side of a bottom half slab. It has to be a full block, and because soul sand isn't a full block, then the shulkers can't sit on it, and thus they stay in the farm and don't escape. Escaping is bad because then they get everywhere and they're hard to clean up, and you have to kill them all and hope you still have some in your farm.
Fair enough.
And hopefully Tron comes back with more soul sand. I only need like 12. Alright, let's get this redstone placed back in. Need a torch, dust, 2 dust, delay circuit. I need 10 comparators. Just like that. And then soul sand all around this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 more. We need 9. And then that should fix that issue. And then we can probably officially turn it on. Do a once over. Make sure the water's flowing everywhere. Looks like it. Oh, we missed a spot. That's why you do a once over, everybody. Soul sand, Tultry, not regular sand. Okay. I think that fixed it. Anyways, Tristan, why don't you join us in Minecraft?
Very busy working in Unreal Engine.
Tron's back. He's lagged out, looks like. Gibbs Soul Sand. He's stuck in fly mode. Gib. Oh, he brought me 56. Okay. Now I should be able to move this without the water flowing in. Need soul speed on these boots. Mouse is doing weird things. Now, be able to turn it on, and then we'll see the farm working in a couple of seconds. Or however long the delay clock is. I should refresh chat. Lots of oofs. Alright, I heard him shoot. More shooting. Where's the other guy? There's one. Let's see if he... That's a duplicated one, I think. Let's see, he just shot. Bullet comes back, hits him. Now there's two there, so one should teleport away. Unless they're not on the same block. Oh, one's underneath the other. There they get mad, they both shoot. Hitting itself. There we go, teleports away. So he's less than half health. Let's see if this guy hits himself. Good.
I have an unrelated question for chat. A couple people here. Would you guys rather tunnels be spawned by aiming at a mountain and clicking at it with a ghost portal, or by setting a flag at 2 different points, and then if the points are valid, just having a tunnel spawn between those 2 points?
Flag. Flag for sure.
Mickley says flag. I want to know what the people think.
I would say flag with
Mickley
some
already said he
limits.
doesn't like tunnels and doesn't want them in the game, so...
No, I didn't say I didn't like him. I said I probably won't use them
basically
much.
just crapped on everything I
Nah,
ever done.
dude.
And
I am a
does not
supportive
like me.
friend. We should start seeing the first shulker shells in about 5 minutes or so. Once it gets up to speed. Anyways,
I see
I
one
would-
for flag. Is anyone else here?
lots of flags.
There's another flag.
Lots of
There's a
flags.
Flag 1000%. Okay,
There's like 10 shulkers in here now. We should be approaching full capacity.
that's 3 people right there voting flag.
No, I got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people, but some of them have said more than once.
I'm looking, I guess, delayed. I'm okay. There's a whole bunch more. I got an
Clown says
IDK.
flag.
Thomas doesn't know.
Clown says flag.
Clown says flag. With grade length limits, Clown, you're exactly correct. There's no way we can have tunnels that are like a 10% grade. It'll just not look good.
Yeah,
It will be bad.
So the way I do it is I'd have, you can set one flag, hey, tunnel start here, and then you go over to where you want to place the second flag, and there's like a... So you know how in Minecraft you can have a despawn sphere with like some mods, client-side mods and stuff? Essentially you just render a giant circle around your player.
Right. Like you're holding the flag out in front of you and it'll disappear when you're too far away, kind of thing.
Not even.
Is that what you're explaining?
No, it would have the way it worked in my mind. Oh look, we got our first shell. Sorry. Bullet has escaped. It's not supposed to be able to do that. Sorry. Troubleshooting. How did you escape? Anyways, so say you place a flag on one side of a mountain. I can do that in Minecraft.
Yeah, you sure can.
So say I want to put a tunnel here. I place flag, and then I go over to the other side of the mountain where I want it to come out. And it's going to be over here somewhere. And then essentially I just have a section, like a curved box of terrain saying, hey, tunnels can come out anywhere between here and here. So it would essentially look like something like this. Like I come
Okay,
over
hold
to
on.
the...
Gotta wait for stream to catch up.
I'm building it. So
Okay. I see the first flag. You just built the pillar for the first flag.
yeah, so first flag, and then I fly over to the other side of the mountain. I don't even know if this is lined up, but you just have like an area that says, hey, you can have the tunnel come out of this.
Okay, I see you building like a little bridge out in space for the second
Yeah.
flag.
Honestly, I could probably just stream it to you in the Discord, and that'd be easier.
There wouldn't be a delay, that's true.
Yay, more internet bandwidth getting used.
No, it's fine. We just for this demo, we can. I won't bother you anymore. I just want to know what my directive is.
I enjoy being bothered by my friends. All right.
All right, well, learn UE4 so I can bother you more concisely.
Let's see. Share screen. Minecraft. Here, look at that.
Okay, I see your screen.
So like it would just have the level, like, hey, we can only have flat tunnels, or like you can expand this up or down to have a certain amount of grade. I would suggest just starting out with sticking to flat tunnels for now, not get on too much feature creep. But then you just have it kind of wrap around like, hey, you can come out of the mountain here. These are valid spots. And then when you want it to come out somewhere, you just go and, okay, I want the flag here, and then it spawns in the tunnel.
Okay, so you're thinking like it would almost understand an entire ring around based off of the first
Essentially.
flag? Okay.
So in terms of implementing that, I would essentially do a cylinder of, I don't know, make it like 2 feet thick, like a flat disc. And don't render all of that, just find the intersections of that disc every, I don't know, say 10 feet along the terrain, and have a marker there, hey, you can have the tunnel come out at any of these locations. And then you have a start and an end, and you spawn the tunnel between it.
Okay. I understand your proposal. I have a counterpoint,
Okay.
and I have a reason.
Counterpoints are accepted.
Okay,
Encouraged.
so imagine you're carrying 2 flags, flag A and flag B.
Yeah.
You start off by planting flag A in the ground somewhere, all right? And then you go and walk a distance away while you're carrying flag B in your hand. Flag B in your hand will change color, either valid, meaning it'll look normal, or invalid, meaning it'll be red, based on where you are. And if you walk somewhere and it's a valid flag and you right click, it'll let you place it down, and then you'll be able to confirm the tunnel, essentially saying, hey, it's gonna cost this much, or in the future, infrastructure costs money and stuff. It'll basically have already validated that that's a possible place for a tunnel to spawn between those 2 flags, and wherever you're like looking at the ground is where the flag is, in theory.
Can you repeat that back, but say it differently? You
Sure.
lost me like halfway through.
You place a flag in the ground. There's now a flag model sitting there.
Yeah.
Okay, you got that? That's flag
That's
A.
the easy part. Yeah, past that.
Cool. All right. Skip 5 seconds ahead. No. Basically, you walk away, and your character's holding flag B in their hand, and wherever your cursor is in the center of your screen is where the game is interpreting flag B would be.
Like at your
Okay,
player or at the raycast intersected with the terrain?
your player's raycasting out of your face at the ground. Wherever your crosshair is where theoretically flag B would go.
Okay, so it's
Okay.
checking the raycast from the player camera at the ground.
Yeah. That vector is then being raycast to the actually it's not being that vector is then returning a um, scaled distance between flag A and that new point you're giving it, where the collision thingamajig box I was saying would be rendered. That is going to be able to say, hey, yeah, this is totally a valid placement, or no, we can't do that. That's where we'd be able to check things like grade, total distance, number of segments that would mean, stuff
So
like that.
rather than show a visual representation of where stuff could go, just have a like the flag lights up green in your hand if it's a valid placement.
Pretty much.
Okay.
Or it lights up not at all if it's a valid placement and then goes red if it's an invalid placement. So you're not like always looking at a green flag unless you're looking at a red flag. I don't know. I don't know what you're
I don't
imagining
know.
flags looking like
Historically,
in your
what kind
hand.
of tunnel flags were there?
A stick with a white piece of cloth tied on the end for surveying. That is historically accurate. And then essentially, if we did that, then we wouldn't have to reckon with the promise of the player placing down Portal A, like in the demo, and it being, hey, yeah, that's the spot Portal A is. Don't change that because they expect it to be there from now on. Instead, we could have Flag A and Flag B, and then spawn Portal A and Portal B respectively where they actually fit, you know, around Flag A and Flag B.
Would we be um, would it be possible to dynamically render in the tunnel? I'd think not, right?
So that would you
Like
could, yeah, you could
so
dynamically render in the tunnel. It's
so
just
I mean
expensive.
like when you're placing track, before you place it down it's like ghosted out and like you can see where it's going to go roughly before you click it in to confirm the control point.
Yeah. Yeah, so we could do something like that. I've just been avoiding it because and that's basically
You've been avoiding it because it's hard.
no, it's expensive to render that.
Oh,
I want tunnels to work, not be just a laggy mess.
well, before we can get them to work, I think we have to get them to be a laggy mess.
Unless we choose a way to do it that's just untenable.
I mean, most of this code I see, it starts out as strictly functional, does what it's supposed to at any cost. And then you move on to do it at a reasonable cost, and then you do another code rewrite strictly for performance. I already got 23
Right, but if you
boxes out of
change
that.
functionality in that, then you've lost progress. Because you should have written it correctly the first time where did what you wanted it to do. And then you optimize it, not optimize it and say, hey, we can't do that anymore. Which is what I've already done. Tunnels work. I don't like it. We need to make it better. So,
Fair enough. Do you want to see my tunnel bore?
yeah, show me.
Okay, let me chuck this stuff away randomly into my chest because I have no semblance of good storage.
Ew, streamer, be better.
Alright. That's empty. That one's empty. These are all empty. We'll get out the tunnel bore box. Chuck away this stuff. And the fun bit is that I have to build the tunnel bore. Netherite or diamonds?
Diamonds, they're prettier. Netherite's better, but doesn't look good.
You'll see here in a second the pit of death.
I'm excited. I'm also now banished to watch along with the rest of the plebeians in the stream. So
I'm pretty sure my internet's suffering because everyone's connection essentially went garbage.
you're fine. You're not streaming to me anymore, so it's all good.
We can go that way. Alright, I'm gonna grab out all my materials and start building it. Two, three, one,
On your
two,
right,
three,
he needs an
four,
auto
five,
sorter.
6,
This man, he's obviously lost.
7, 8. I do need an auto sorter, and I have plans for an auto sorter. I just haven't done it yet. Okay, and I need shroom light, observer, and then sticky piston, regular piston. I'm building this off of memory, by the way.
Ooh, it's so edgy.
Dangerous. Really not gonna pull up the screenshot I have of it. And it's totally not from a YouTube video. Okay, where's the double wide? Give me the good screenshot.
Not even giving credit, SMH.
Look, people use this design all over, and I've modified the design to fit my purposes as well.
He's stealing a tunnel bore machine. Chat.
Nah.
They wanted to know.
Nah. Okay. So then I need more blocks. We're gonna have to go back a couple here. I really shouldn't... Like, I decreased my gamma because it was annoying, but I really should put it back for the viewers. Fulbright is nice. So the last time I ran this, we had like 6 people down here just going and looking at stuff. Just chilling, having fun. So I need observer into these 2 pistons, observing a wall. They each have a coral fan on top of them. Gonna get out my silk touch pickaxe. And then
Ooh, I learned something yesterday. I
what'd you
learned
learn?
why there's like the Nazca lines between the trees sometimes. You know what I'm
RO?
talking about? Yeah. You know how
The
like sometimes there's just like a gap, a line that just
oh,
goes.
the grid map.
Yeah, it's not that.
It's
They're
not that.
procedural tree meshes, right? And so those are giant. And if you have them set to collide with overworld, they do that.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a quirk of how they be. It's,
Where
you know, the
the
procedural map is likely covering the entire world. And it just happens to also do the grid thing because of a setting on the trees.
you're talking about how the trees, like, there's gaps in it that you can see down the whole map, yes?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Okay.
It's like a documented thing in Unreal Engine when you use a procedural tree mesh.
Okay.
Procedural foliage. Collision box. Sorry. Foliage spawner. I had to, I also know how Kumi does the tree cut down thing. And I think for future maps,
You're
with
cracking
like,
the code.
no, I'm learning, I'm sure much like how he learned before he made the game. Um, I'm learning that there's plenty of area for us to make different types of tree models and stuff like that. Be able to cut down all sorts of things. It should
Okay.
be super cool.
As long as I get this out, it shouldn't stick to anything. Now, by far, the scariest bit of running this machine is the assembly. Like, actually assembling the duplicator bits. Let's see. Because, like, you have this building process to start with, but you have to actually assemble the duplicators in order to get it to glitch correctly. Because it is technically an exploit. But, I mean, Mojang haven't decided to remove it. They know it's in there. It's been there for ages. And it's just not something that they're planning on getting rid of anytime soon. As far as I'm aware, at least. A lot of servers will go and disable it because it's an exploit and they're mean and don't want me to have any fun. Alright, I think that's all connected now. How did I have this set up before? I don't remember. Alright, assembly complete. And then, haha, first duplicate of this new tunnel bore. Oh no. Stupid silverfish. They can't get to me, but there's like 500 of them. Well, Tron has joined us. This is hilarious. You'll see in a second. There's the first explosion. And then just a ton of silverfish come out of it. And they're swarming me right now. How is the quality of the stream, Tristan? Is it blurry at all?
It's a little blurry. Like, it's not 4K by any means. I can see some pixels.
Yeah, but does it look like 1080 or does it look like 360? Because on my end, it looks like 360.
Yeah, it's looking more like 360.
Okay. It's unfortunate. It's got to be with the amount of people.
Buy a better computer. God.
It's not the computer, it's the network.
God, streamer. Have a better network.
That's unfortunate. Fortunately, there's nothing I can do about it.
Streamer, pay for server hosting. God.
I could do that, or I could just get someone to do it for free. Someone has offered to do it for free, and I might take them up on it. I am considering it.
Always choose the free option. Consider the consequences. Later, after doing it. I'm eating sunflower seeds that are Taco Bell Supreme flavor. I don't even know what the fuck that sentence was. Oh, sorry, YouTube. I don't even know what that sentence was.
Well, that answers my question I had earlier.
What?
A while ago, I was going to ask you if you swore or not, because I couldn't immediately recall you ever swearing.
Oh.
But now I have that answer.
Yeah. Happy answer. I can play a sailor any time of the day. I try not to around polite company, but it's just you and me, so.
Well, that's debatable. My polite company?
No. Your wife is, though, and she's in the stream, so I should be better.
Well, she was for a little bit. She's not sitting behind me anymore, so I don't know if she's actually watching. Most of the time, she's sat here behind me just doing something on her phone.
That's awesome.
But
Same with
it's late
Maya,
enough.
though.
It's late enough that I think she's in bed now, pretending to sleep.
Fair enough. Definitely not on chat's behalf. Sorry, chat. I can't be bothered. I wish I was better, but here we are. Those silverfish want you, Mick. Just jump down. Let them have you.
No, I'm shooting him with a bow.
Mm-hmm. Become one with the earth. Rejoin silverfish. Reject human.
There's a good 15 of them.
They want to do the boop.
Oh, goodness. This is the other song I wanted to take out of the playlist. It's gone now. Someone's already mined here, and we're just blowing up their tunnel at this point. But I mean, this tunnel board is great for getting deep slate. Like, it's just so much better to get it this way than to mine it manually, because it takes forever. I don't know how familiar you are with the Minecraft updates, Tristan, but deep slate is really annoying to mine because you can't insta-mine it with a beacon.
Oh, no. Oof. Yeah, I mean, I will keep up with the updates when they're big. Sometimes I just binge the updates just to see what I've missed. I play like modded 1.12, so it's been a hot minute since I've played modern Minecraft. But I've been really digging the idea of having a taller world. I mean, and sorry about deep slate being the way it is, but hey man, new challenge.
It's just annoying. The block looks amazing.
Yeah, for sure.
And we don't have a slime farm yet, so I just went over and killed that slime. You'll see it on the camera in a bit. I'll have to definitely look into the different server hosting options.
Do it.
I mean, looking back at the stream and knowing that it does look like 480p for everyone, I'd rather stream in 1080. And I mean, if it's free, it's free. See, I'm gonna talk about changing over hosts and adding in some plugins, and as long as my precious glitches still work just fine, because some stuff that runs Minecraft, so like you have different server jars, I guess. So like there's paper, there's purpur, bucket, spigot, etc. for building on, in terms of like having an API to get into Minecraft and host the server. A lot of them quote-unquote patch the certain bugs that exist, like TNT duping by default. And a lot of server owners can't be bothered to turn it on, and they're just like, deal with it, it's a bug. It's not a bug, it's a feature.
Man, put a texture pack on.
I have a texture pack on.
Uh-huh. Doubt it.
You want me to prove it?
Faithful doesn't count.
Look at the ancient debris. Clearly the texture has been changed. It's got gold lining on it to make it way more visible.
Ew. From an assistance texture pack? Come on, man.
A what?
Just an assistance one? Sorry, I'm still eating sunflower seeds.
I mean, the observers have arrows indicating which direction they're pointing, and that's on hoppers too. Sticky pistons have this little green outline on it. I know, like this should be part of the texture. So like, sticky pistons normally you can't see the face.
It also has that.
If you can't see the face of the sticky piston, then you can't tell it's a sticky piston. But with this texture pack, I can easily tell. What else has changed? There's a couple cosmetic things I changed. Those being a custom banner pattern that I don't own on this server yet, and a custom trident texture, which I also don't own on this server yet. Scaffold has changed slightly. The brewing has...
These are assistance things. That's great. I'm glad you have that, but it's not like Sortex or anything cool. It doesn't look better. It just shows you important things that should be by default.
Fair.
So I just wouldn't count it. I mean,
Not even the custom banner texture
that
that I've made myself.
That's kind of cool.
And the custom
Yeah.
tridents that took me like 2 hours to figure out the mapping.
That's really sad, friend.
It
Just
is
that
really
you had
sad.
to do that.
Because with the trident, you not only do you have to remap and create your own item sprite, you have to retexture the entity so that when you throw it, it doesn't look like a normal trident.
Yeah.
So I created an item sprite and gave it a custom entity texture. Indeed, yay for vanilla tweaks. There's a fly on my wall, and I've tried to kill it several times, but it just keeps escaping.
Oh man, Arizona be like.
I know, right? It's just
Down.
You get like one fly that just won't go away. It doesn't matter if you like are immaculate in terms of nothing smells in your household. It will still bother you just because you are alive.
Yeah.
I'm sure Clown's gonna be in the chat like, oh, we have more flies in Australia than you do. And something about even the flies trying to kill you.
Hey, it's a pharma. We're watching Nickley's stream Minecraft.
We're live on YouTube, so play nice, please.
Yes, we're live on YouTube. I was bad already, so don't be more bad.
Okay, I will not be naughty.
Not the naughtiness. Thank you.
Oh, another thing I have going is I made the pistons quiet.
I guess that is something that's nice with resource packs being not just texture packs, but I'll still think of them as texture packs forever.
Oh, no. I just blew up diamonds without even noticing. But
No.
I did get them back, but I didn't get to fortune them.
It's vanilla.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm just casually watching it because vanilla. But I was intending to work on things. But I'm full screen watching Nickley's stream now.
Yes, I've achieved full screen status.
Hey chat,
well,
tell Nickley to
distracted
stop.
with some MOW work.
Ooh,
Oh,
a
now?
new challenger approaches.
We want to do this now? It's
MOW?
like
I set aside time in like my weekend to do it now, so
it's like 10 o'clock.
considering I caused the derailment.
I was gonna do I was gonna do MOW on Monday, if I'm being honest.
Mo on Monday. I mean,
On Monday I played D&D, so you know.
this is fair. We could, Pharma and I could MOW now and leave you plenty of work for Monday. How do you feel about that?
Oh, I already have my work cut out for me. You guys are all complaining about track you're running on, and that was just guide track. You're lucky I took out the tangent
gross.
so you wouldn't derail.
We would have complained about it even more.
I can stop this. I'll just pack up the tunnel bore and come back to it later.
Just saying, RO's like right there. I need to do more research.
Research on tunnels?
Anything and everything related to RO, because I don't have permissions to play with the special version. Lame.
What does the special version have to do with that, though?
I wonder if it'd be like a great trust if I just gave you the code I use.
It's probably, don't worry about it. No, there's literally nothing that's different. I'm just salty.
I also don't have access to this, Tristan.
You don't know UE4 yet.
No, I mean, I don't have access to the dev build.
I know what you said, and I said what I said. Learn UE4.
I want to get paid to do it, though.
Like skill issue, Mickey. Come on.
I don't know that it'll help, but I want you to do it.
I displayed applicable skills, so I got the access. Now Tristan's displayed applicable skills, he'll get access soon. With your applicable skills, Mickley, what have you done?
I have a degree.
He got clout.
Yeah, okay, but what have you done?
I have a degree.
So nothing.
He repeated to the void. No, Mickley's
You've
done
shown
lots of good
fiscal
things.
irresponsibility, therefore you shall not be trusted.
No,
Fiscal irresponsibility? How?
by getting a degree.
By
Pharma
getting a
means.
degree.
How is that irresponsible of me? I'm like the first in my family in like, I don't know how many generations to get a degree.
Hey,
Well,
congratulations! That's
I mean,
awesome.
technically not first. Technically my sister was first, but her degree was a lot less intensive than mine.
Wait, yours doesn't count.
Woo, 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 woo.
Wow, that's pretty low.
Anyways, I
Back to what
am
Nick was
ready to
doing.
be done with school, alright? I have to wait until Monday till I'm officially graduated and I get my super expensive piece of paper.
Yeah, exactly. It's a
Woo.
super expensive piece of paper that everyone else has. You should have been using that time to develop some projects of your own, so you can show those off instead.
I have stuff I've developed, I just haven't showed any of it off.
Hello, you know where my DMs are.
Well, maybe I'm not very proud of them enough to show them off.
Then are they helpful?
Debatable.
Anyway, service going up. I'm hosting today.
Yay.
You wanna leak stuff on stream?
Pardon? What do you mean leaks up on stream?
I am currently streaming.
I know.
Yeah, come on stream. Come come play Minecraft. Come play RO. We're gonna play RO now. It's better.
That is what I'm doing. I'm saying, does he want to leak his password to my stream?
Oh, well, be more clear, mate.
I mean, it's just a normal password. I can just say the normal password and you all know what the password is, and stream doesn't know, but we know. So
Alright,
really,
well,
it's on you. Do you
I
want
am-
to leak the password when you have to go type it in?
I am ending my stream now, and we're gonna go play RO. So, see you there.